For months, I couldn't even hold the handstand. Until one day, it all changed. So why did I choose the handstand push-up? Well, I used to see my middle brother do the handstand when I was younger, and I'd think, why would you want to do the handstand? There's no reason to it. I didn't see any purpose in doing it. Until one day I was scrolling through TikTok, and you come across these absolute demons doing calisthenics. And you'll see them doing handstand push-ups, all these crazy skills. That made a light bulb turn on in my head, and I was like, I need to learn this. And so I did. I did learn it. The pursuit of learning the handstand push-up began when I was 15 years old. The idea of learning the handstand push-up meant quite a bit to me. It really showed that you can put yourself to something and develop the discipline to become good at it. It's also a feat of strength. A lot of people will be looking at you if you can do one because it's just impressive. Who doesn't want to do that? Come on. Bear in mind, I was an absolute beginner, and it took me about a year and a half to get to the point where I could do the handstand push-up. Because as a complete beginner, you need to build a foundation of strength in calisthenics. So improving your push-ups, your dips, your pull-ups, and then getting the fear of going upside down and getting over that fear was another couple months as well. It isn't as straightforward as you think it might be, but everyone does start with different structures of strength. So if you do have a little bit of a background, or you might just be older, you might already be used to your body weight. So it might not take you a year and a half. It might take you a year to 6 months. And if you're already training, you might be able to get the handstand push-up in about 3 to 2 months if you really, really do try every single week. It was kind of one of those things where you let your ego think about the situation, be like, yeah, I can do that. That's quite easy. And then you do it. It's fucking hard. It's not easy. There's a lot of form to it. There's a lot of strength to it. And I'll let you in on a little secret. You're going to fail. Guaranteed. Problem I had was learning the handstand. That took me quite a bit. I had to get over my fear, like I mentioned, but I also had to learn the balance. I had to practice on the wall. I had to build strength to hold my body weight using the wall. It's a very long process if you're just trying to get straight into the handstand push-up, and it's not doable. You can't do the handstand push-up without, learning the handstand. You need to have the handstand to actually be able to do the handstand push-up. I struggled with learning the balance. This took me time and a lot of falls. But that's the path you have to take. You can't skip it. It needs to be done for you to learn the handstand. Now, learning the handstand is one thing. Learning the handstand push-up strength, or not learning, but gaining the handstand push-up strength is another conversation. The exercises I did to learn this strength and to learn this balance uses the wall quite a bit. But you're primarily focusing on using your body weight most of the time. You can't lift weights and get the balance for the handstand or the handstand push-up. The best way to learn is to do it. That's the best thing, and I do think you should start your workouts with that. That's what I did. I started with failures, literally just attempts. Attempt what you're trying to do. Get used to what you're trying to do. Even if it's your first time doing it and it's absolutely rubbish, just do an attempt. Do an attempt. Get yourself used to it. Over time, you'll get better. What I did was I started off with the attempts till failure, till I literally couldn't do more. And then I moved to the wall work where my strength improves and I can really target the movement and build the strength for the movement. The handstand push-up, I did pike push-ups, handstand push-up negatives against the wall. And for the balance of the handstand, I'd walk up the wall and hold the handstand. Make sure you're properly pushing through your arms, tensing your legs, pointing your toes, legs together, everything, perfect form. And that's how I learnt the handstand. With, of course, thousands of bad attempts / failed attempts. There was a low point when I was training for this handstand push-up where I injured my wrist pretty badly from boxing. This set back my progress quite a bit. Not only set it back, but slowed it down by about 6 months. Injuries can happen, and when they do, you need to make sure to keep your head up and just keep working towards your goal. It was a very frustrating time. It was the lowest point of trying to learn this skill and contribute to my goal of being a calisthenics athlete. It was a low point. It was very frustrating. But when it rains, sunshine always comes through. There was this huge turning point for me when someone, my brother's mate that I met at my brother's birthday party in his apartment, we were all sat around the couch and he was showing me videos of him doing multiple handstand push-ups. And I thought to myself, this is someone I can learn from. So, best believe it, bombarded him with questions. And he told me this one thing: grip the floor. I was like, right, okay, grip the floor. What do you mean? So think about grabbing the floor like you're trying to take a chunk out the floor. This is how you actively control yourself. That was the piece of the puzzle I was missing. After being told this, everything clicked. My next attempts were my best ones. Shaq, thank you. You will be forever in my heart for telling me this tip. You will not succeed in calisthenics if you think you can't fail. You need to fail to actually get good at it. I didn't just go through a journey of learning the handstand push-up. I went through a journey in my mind. It shifted my mindset into thinking failure isn't always wrong, it's needed. Let me give you a little tease into what I'm trying to learn next. One arm handstand. What the fuck? Now this is my message to you. I encourage you to learn a skill. Whether it's your first push-up, your first pull-up, your first muscle-up. Learn a skill. It builds your strength and transforms your bodies in ways you wouldn't even fathom.